Hi there guys, I'm Nikhil from GreedyTech and this is the camera comparison between the Moto X4 and the Honor 9i. On the rear, Moto X4 comes with a dual camera setup with a 12 megapixel primary camera on the left side with dual autofocus pixels and an 8 megapixel ultra wide angle camera on the right side with f2.2 aperture and 120-degree field of view. On the front, it has a 16 megapixel camera with f2.0 aperture. Honor 9i also comes with a dual camera setup with a 16 megapixel primary camera and a 2 megapixel secondary camera for depth sensing. On the front, it also has a dual camera setup with a 13 megapixel primary camera with a 2 megapixel secondary camera along with a soft flash. Honor uses a secondary camera only for depth sensing and there is no extra use with it. Both the phones offer portrait mode for the rear cameras and Honor offers a portrait mode even for the front camera. Unlike Honor, Moto comes with a wide angle lens, so that's an additional feature. Along with that, we have some more features like color splash, object tracking, location tracking, and the option to change the background of a subject. But they are all still in beta and doesn't work properly. Honor also has two additional modes. One is the wide aperture mode, where you can change the aperture manually, but it doesn't work properly. Next, we have a moving picture mode that records few seconds as video every time you take a picture, just like the iPhone and the latest Pixel phones. Now these are some shots that I took in daylight and well-lit conditions. Moto has Auto HDR and Honor doesn't, so all the images are taken with Auto HDR on Moto and HDR off on Honor. On Honor, images are overexposed, colors are saturated and are to the warmer side, while on Moto, colors are well balanced. Images from Honor look bright, but it is losing a lot of details and there isn't much variation in colors. In fact, all the colors are inaccurate. These are some pictures taken with HDR on both the phones. HDR mode works better on Honor. You can check out the clouds for that. Now these are some macro shots. You get good bokeh effect on both the phones, but Moto takes its time for focusing. Sharpness is good on both the phones, but capturing speeds are super slow on Moto. That's the most annoying part of Moto phones, starting from Moto G5s Plus. Now the difference in color reproduction between both these phones is huge. So winner of this round will be based on your preference. If you like natural looking colors, Moto is the winner. If you like bright vivid colors, Honor 9i is the winner. Now these are the portrait shots from the rear cameras of both the phones. In portrait mode, Moto's cameras becomes very slow and once again, capturing speeds are very slow. Now coming to the portrait mode, none of them do a good job, but comparatively, Honor 9i does a better job than Moto. But once again, colors are inaccurate. Now for selfies, both the phones are equally wide and have equally good dynamic range. Images from Moto are slightly to the warmer side, but look good in their own way with slightly different color tones. You can pick the winner based on your preference. In low light, Moto uses a dedicated flash and Honor uses a soft light, and you get very different results. First, you get very soft selfies in low light on both the phones, even when you use the flash. On Moto, it is visible that you used a flash. Comparatively, Moto does a slightly better job in low light. If you have very stable hands, you might be able to get some sharp selfies. Now these are some portrait selfies taken on Honor. Now this is a feature that's not available on Moto. By the way, Honor does a better job with the portrait selfies than with the rear camera portrait mode. In low light, images from Honor are slightly brighter and have warmer colors. Every time you take a shot, Honor takes a second or two to sharpen the image. On Moto, images are slightly dull but has good color balance. Once again, capturing speeds are very low on Moto. In low light, Moto has better details and comparatively less noise. So in very low light conditions, Moto X4 does a better job. Now coming to video recording, Moto can shoot video in 4K and offers electronic image stabilization while recording in 1080p. On Honor, we can shoot video only at 1080p and there is no electronic image stabilization. This is the footage from both the phones recorded at 1080p, and because of electronic image stabilization, Moto's footage looks very stable and Honor's footage is very shaky and annoying. Coming to the footage quality, on Honor, footage is brighter with vivid colors, it has better dynamic range and the exposure shift is very well balanced. On Moto, there is a lot of exposure shift and dynamic range isn't as good as Honor. You can check out the clouds for that. So if you're going to record video handheld, Moto will be better. If you're going to use something like a gimbal, or if you're not going to move while recording video, then Honor 9i will be better for video recording. Now coming to the front camera video recording, this is the footage. You get a very clean look on Moto and a faded look on Honor due to overexposure. Once again, Moto offers electronic image stabilization while recording video and Honor doesn't, so Honor's footage looks very shaky. So guys, to conclude, both the phones have great cameras, but they differ a lot with color reproduction. With Moto you get natural look, with Honor you get an artificial bright saturated look. For portrait shots and portrait selfies, Honor 9i is better, and for video recording, Moto is better. As of now, both the phones have issues. Honor has overexposure issues and Moto has issues with capturing speeds. If both the phones can fix that, they could be even better. But out of these two phones, I think Honor 9i will do a better job than Moto. So guys, looking at these pictures, which phone do you think did better? Do let me know by commenting below this video, and if you want us to make any specific video, tweet out to us with the hashtag AskGreedyTech and we will try to make it as soon as possible. If you like this video, hit that like button and subscribe to our channel to see more cool videos on tech. I'm Nikhil from GreedyTech signing off. Have a nice day. These are some wide angle shots taken from Moto and the primary camera from Honor.